Hi, it's Eytan, Bladesmith and co-founder at the STEELPORT Knife Company. I want to introduce you today to our 12-inch oval ceramic honing rod. Unlike anything else on the market, we went with a 12-inch length, which gives you plenty of room to make your strokes. We went with an oval shape, which maximizes the surface area and is a throwback to the old European steel honing rods. We designed this with a ceramic, which is the perfect balance between leaving you a fine edge, but still being very efficient. For the handle, we went with a walnut, and we contoured it, put some flats in there to make it really easy to index, and we put a steel ring on the back for easy storage. We designed this specifically for STEELPORT knives, but this is a great tool for any knife. The best way to keep your knife sharp is to never let it get dull in the first place. That's where your honing rod comes in. At the first sign that you have a difference in performance with your knife, then you're going to grab your honing rod, do a few strokes to bring your edge back, and put it away until you need it again. There are many ways to use a honing rod. You're going to see people pulling strokes, pushing strokes. You can go away from you here. Some people feel safer to just anchor it on a towel and use it this way. So just use whatever's most comfortable for you. The important factors are, when honing, you really need a consistent angle. 15 degrees is what we're shooting for on a STEELPORT knife. If you're honing a different knife, it might vary a little bit, but the most important thing is the consistency, not the exact angle. So if we're shooting for 15 degrees and you're at 13 degrees or 17 degrees, it's really not as important. So the important things are that your angle is consistent, you do long, precise, alternating strokes, and that you use it while your knife is still somewhat sharp. There is nothing you can do on your honing rod that you can't fix on a stone afterwards. The only thing that you need to avoid is if you are going too high, you're just going to take your angle off, and then you will have to sharpen your blade afterwards. And if you go too low, you might scuff up your blade and might have some cosmetic damage. That's not going to affect performance, but you will have to look at it. What's nice about using a carbon steel knife is if you scuff up your blades, once you repatina it, you won't see that again. Well, honing rods are for keeping a sharp knife sharp, so you really shouldn't wait until your knife is this dull to use it, but I will still show you that we have a knife here that can't cut a tomato. All we're gonna do is we're gonna pick up our honing rod, we're gonna do 4 or 5 strokes on each side. Make sure that we don't have a burr anymore. And then the best way to test it is just cutting a tomato again. The nice thing about a honing rod is, unlike sharpening, which takes a certain amount of practice and dexterity, anybody can learn how to use a honing rod within a few minutes. Caring for your ceramic honing rod is very easy. They will never wear out, but they will get loaded up with steel. As you use it, after a while, you're gonna see that your ceramic is turning black. It's gonna look like graphite. And then it is important to unload those pores from steel so it keeps cutting. The easiest way to do that is just to grab a abrasive sponge, like a Scotch-Brite, and just scrub it out. You might also want to use a fine abrasive like a barkeeper's friend, or a heavy eraser will work as well. Having a sharp knife at all times is important not only for safety and efficiency, but it is also the best thing for your food. It's going to look better, taste better, and stay fresher for longer, since it's not going to oxidize as quickly. At the STEELPORT Knife Company, we are committed to craftsmanship without compromise. Like all STEELPORT products, our honing rods are produced here at our Portland, Oregon factory. These are available at steelportknife.com or at select retailers around the country.